All right, what's up guys? VV back with another video. And in today's video, guys, we're going to be taking a small break from OP10 leaders, but we're going to be sticking with some OP10 cards. And we're going to be checking out Purple Yellow Croc today, guys. There are a lot of leaders that I cannot wait to revisit with the new OP10 cards. And this one just I could not wait any longer to show off what I've been messing with this leader. We got a real fun video lined up for today using Basil Hawkins, using Kikinojo, using Magellan, and redirecting attacks into these characters with very, very powerful on KO effects. Okay, guys? So without any further ado, let's get straight into this. And don't worry, we will be going over the rest of the OP10 leaders in more detail, but I had to rush this video out because I just wanted to show you guys what was going on with it. And tell you guys, give you guys an idea of what to mess with. Any of the Lakers Croc players out there, any of the purple yellow crocodile players out there, just to give you some more ideas to mess around with. So, as usual, guys, we'll have everything time-stamped in the general description, but just to kind of lay out the video, first things first, we're going to check out the deck list. That's what we're doing now, where we check out the deck list first. It looks like everybody has been enjoying that. That's been an improvement. And then from there, we're going to check out 5 games on the sim. We have a game versus Nico Robin, a game versus Carrot, a game versus Green Blue Zonji, Perona, and Red Purple Luffy. This is going to be a little bit of an off-meta day, right? I just want to kind of show something cool off that I think does have some potential, but none of these matchups are really anything too crazy, too serious. Okay, but after that, we'll check out the deck list again. I'll give you guys my final thoughts on it, and we'll wrap up in that way. Okay? All right, guys, I'll have everything time-stamped in the general description, and I'll have all relevant deck lists and links in the comment section below. All right? Okay, guys, let's do this. Let's get into it. Now, real quick before we get started, we will be streaming tonight. At the time of me recording this, it is Monday. For those who might be new to the channel or who are not aware, I started streaming Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays from 9 p.m. Eastern to 12 a.m., okay? So that is a new thing on the channel. We stream every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for 3 hours each day. It's an additional like 10 hours of content for the channel for those who are interested. Okay, and those are much less rigid. We're just kind of chilling out, playing games on the sim, having fun like that. Right? We're just having a good time on there, getting caught up, talking about new card reveals and all kinds of random stuff. Right? So definitely tune in for that if you don't have anything else to do, or if you just want to hang out. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and hop into the deck list for Purple Yellow Croc here. And one more thing I have to say is, guys, if you ever have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please do not hesitate to put those down in the comment section below, or hop on the VV Theory Discord. Link is in the channel description. Now, let's do this, guys. Let's get into it. Let me bring up the deck list, move my head out of the way, move this leader out of the way, and here we go, guys. So we got a spicy deck list for today, and I think it has potential. I'm honest. I'm being 100% serious right now, guys. I do think this list has some potential, but the list we're looking at today, this is not fine-tuned. Notice it is a 4 of every card and then 2 of a single card. So that just means just all 4 ofs and a single 2 of to get to 50 cards. So real quick, we know what Miss Wednesday does within Purple Yellow Croc. I'm going to go over all the new cards first from OP10, and then we'll get into some games. We know what Miss Wednesday does. Magellan, Crocodile, Beige, Satori, Kikinojo, Frankie. Those are all old cards. We know what those do, right? Nico Robin, however, actually, let me move my mic. Hopefully the microphone was not too loud for that intro. It was a little closer than usual. Sorry, my apologies in advance, guys, if it was too loud. But we have Nico Robin in here. This did come out in OP09, but did not see a lot of play. But guys, on play, if your opponent has 3 or more life cards, trash the top card of their life. Very, very powerful effect. And notice what we're now going to be chaining it with, or I guess chaining into Nico Robin with, is now Basil Hawkins. 4 cost, 5,000 power, 1k counter on KO. Trash up to 1 card from the top of your opponent's life. Trigger, draw 2, trash 1. Very, very powerful. Then we go over to the 8 cost Eustace Kid. Oh, what's this? On play, rest this character. Trash up to 1 card from the top of your opponent's life. And then this has, in a turn, if your opponent has 2 or less life cards, draw 1, trash 1. Very nice cycle effect that I believe it wins us a game in one of the games we're going to be looking at. I'm running 2 Charlotte Lin. This probably could be anything else here. It's just there for testing purposes, and I don't even know if it comes up in a single game, guys. 4, oh, come my way. And then 4, you're the one who should disappear. We know how good you're the one who should disappear is, but let's focus in on this main event real quick. This card is the star of the show, okay, for today's video, for what we're doing in today's video. We are going to be redirecting attacks into our characters like Basil Hawkins, Kikinojo, and there's one other one. Where's Magellan? Okay, Magellan. This card is a very annoying card to deal with for your opponent. It goes on the board on turn 5, and it drops them back a Dawn. So imagine if we're playing first, like say we go first, right? And we're on the odd curve. And then your opponent thinks they're going to be, okay, they're on the even curve. They'll get to 10 Dawn first. It's like, well, they might technically... No, I don't think they will actually at that point. I was going to say they might still get to 10 Dawn. It always depends on ramp and things like that, right? But it's like you're not going to hit 10 Dawn perfectly anymore, right? Because we just messed that up. And if you want to KO this character, you're going to lose even more Dawn in the process. Very, very powerful effect there. Goes absolutely perfectly with this event. Let me read what the event does real quick for those who might not be aware. It is a 1-cost event with counter Dawn -1 if your leader has Baroque Works. Ours, of course, has Baroque Works. In its types, choose one of your characters. It becomes the target of that attack. So you can switch the attack off your leader to save your life and go into something like a Basil Hawkins to make them trash a life, or maybe go into something like Kikanojo where you gain a life. So in other words, they attack into you and we gain a life, or they attack into you and we make them lose a life instead. It totally changes everything. Very, very powerful card Oh Come My Way is. One more thing, let me at least read what the leader does for those who might be new to Purple Yellow Croc. Okay, on your opponent's turn, once per turn, when you return a Dawn from your field to the Dawn deck through one of your effects, add 1 Dawn from your Dawn deck and set it as active. So there are three main things we're going to be abusing with that effect here. Number 1 is Miss Wednesday. It's the only reason we're playing this card is we play this down on turn 2, and then when they attack in, we immediately ramp a Dawn. We actually will ramp a Dawn with this effect because this does the same thing. It allows you to do the Dawn -1 to get a free Dawn from your leader effect, and then it also gives you a Dawn. It ramps you a Dawn. So if you run, let's just say you play this down on turn 2 going first where you have 3 Dawn and they attack into you, well, we'll use her when attacking effect to go down 1 Dawn. We'll go up 1 Dawn from Crocodile, up 1 Dawn from Miss Wednesday. We'll go up to 4 Dawn. This is a very important card in the deck. It allows us to ramp up very quickly and get on an even curve as soon as possible to get back to what we're trying to do with like Nico, Robin, into Eustace Kid. Okay? And, oh, the other one is Crocodile, the actual character. So the on-play Dawn -2 doesn't matter, but the when opponents attack, once per turn, Dawn -1, draw a card, trash a card, that one does matter. Draw 1 card, trash 1 card, very, very strong. First of all, that cycles, just like the other A cost we have. But the fact that it can, when opponent attacks Dawn -1, it immediately activates our leader effect, and we get the Dawn right back active. So it's not so much that the when opponent attacks effect is making me go backwards a Dawn. It's actually just kind of standing 1 Dawn for me. Very, very relevant, so that way we can get off special, sequencing, battle, combat tricks with something like Oh Come My Way. Okay? All right, guys, let's do this. You know what to look forward to now. Let's get into the actual games on the sim. Guys, this was so much fun. These games, like I said, I know these aren't like super crazy meta matchups for today, but hey, you have to start somewhere, to explore some of these new ideas to see if they even are going to work at all, right? They might not work at all, but you have to start somewhere. So volume is off, speed is on 2x. First game up, we have game versus Purple Yellow, Nico, Robin. Okay, we're going to show them who the better Purple Yellow leader is. I'm just kidding, guys. I actually love Nico, Robin. That leader... That leader can run a very similar package to what we're doing, but it doesn't have the Oh Come My Way tricks. They should have gave her Baroque Works. That would have been awesome. Okay, so they're going to play out a Shirahoshi, swing for 6. We're going to 2K counter out because we don't want to take a hit for no reason and get a card banished from our life. Okay, so they took a 5K hit. They're probably going to regret that later, right? That's not ideal for them. But it might be a good trigger. Let's see what it was. I think it was a Nico Olvia to draw 3, trash 2. We're going to play out a Kikanojo, and that Kikanojo is already active. That card can now gain a life on KO, right? Very, very powerful card Nico for Kikanojo is. They're going to swing for 6 more. We don't really have a 2K counter. We're probably just going to have to eat this. It is what it is. Not the biggest deal in the world. We lost to Frankie, but oh well. All right, now it's back to our turn. We are on a 6 Dawn turn. We're going to trash the top card of their life. It was a Miss All Sunday, swing in for 5, and then swing in for 6. Guys, this is very nice at this point. They are going to do a Basil Hawkins here to draw 2, trash 1. So that's some pretty good filter that Nico Robin has in her hand now, or excuse me, in her life triggers, where she's going to have Basil Hawkins to draw 2, trash 1, Nico Olvia to draw 3, trash 2. Very, very good stuff right there for Purple Yellow Nico Robin. They're going to play out a Kikanojo of their own. They're going to play out a blocker, and they're coming in for 7. We're going to 0 cost 3K to get out of that. And now we're on an 8 Dawn turn. Guys, we're just going in order here. Your top life card is gone. Swing 5, swing 6, swing 6. That is where we're at in this game. What are they supposed to do here? They do have 2 blockers, but how much is that going to help them? They give me a blocker there. They have 2 cards in hand. We cycle a card in a turn. We'll trash the Crocodile. We don't need that card right now because we actually have way too much tempo. We have a 2K, a 1K, and a 0-cost 3K. They concede. The game is over. Look at their hand. That 10-cost Lin is a dead card. It's basically just a card they're going to pitch with You're the One Who Should Disappear. If they wanted to try to stay in this game right here, they should have gone probably 8 into my Nico Robin, the character, and then all the rest into my Eustace Kid. That was probably their only chance. And what is that doing for them exactly? It doesn't really help them that much. We're just going to, first of all, we're going to counter out aggressively of anything we can, and then we're just going to bash in every turn and just slowly beat them down out of the game. But if they had tried to play out the Kaido and Lin, they would not get any of my characters off the board because I would counter out of anything they attacked with. And then from there, it's like, okay, you have to be able to stop a 9K, a 9K, a 9K, and another 9K. So yeah, that'd be a perfect quadruple 9K attack. They only have 2 blockers. They only have a 7K in hand, you know, to get out of an 8K. And I mean, they can only get out of a 7K attack in hand, so it's just over. Right, really good game for my opponent. But hey, guys, if you can hit that curve of 4-cost Kikanojo or Basil Hawkins, either one, into 6-cost Nico Robin, into 8-cost Eustace Kid, that is a major punch in the face right there. Very, very powerful. Okay, next game we got a game versus Carrot. Volume is off, speed is on 2x, and here we go, guys. Carrot is interesting. You know, that's still an interesting pick. I think it needs a little bit more support. I think EV02 will have a little bit of support for Carrot, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember exactly. But let me say this, guys. Carrot still, you know, Carrot can still be very, very annoying. Okay, so they went first. We're going second. They're going to go ahead and load up for 8 here. You know, so they're going to load up 3 and swing for 8. We're going to take that, no trigger, and we're going to swing for 6 here, and then we're going to slam down the Miss Wednesday. We had to practice a little bit of restraint there, guys. We need Miss Wednesday on the board to ramp Dawn. Now, watch this. They had characters they could have played out last turn, but they didn't want to show them off, so that way I wouldn't know if they could tap my character or not, you know, in an efficient way. So they play out the Wanda here. They're going to go 7 into 4. Watch this. Number 1, it's going to ramp me a Dawn. Okay, we ramped the Dawn like that with the leader effect and the Miss Wednesday. But we are actually going to save this card. 0-cost 3K, trashing just 2K. I was going to say that didn't make sense. Just go 2K, 2K here. We save the card. They play down a Carrot blocker. I think that's a promo Carrot blocker. But here we go, guys. We got a Magellan play lined up for them. Let's see how much they like that. We're coming in for 7, see if they take it or not. They are going to take that. We play out a Magellan. They're going to lose a Dawn here. Now they're on an even curve. They were on an odd curve. Now they're on an even curve, and that does slow them down in a good way for us. And we have a Magellan on the board now. That's just a 6,000 power beat stick for the rest of the game. Absolutely, you know, an absolute way to punish our opponent. They're going to lock down the Miss Wednesday. I do not understand that, but I think they should have done it to the Magellan, and they messed up. I'm not sure, to be honest, guys, because I think can't Carrot rest down a fiberless. I could be wrong. But oh well, we'll take it. Right here, we're going to swing for 6 with the Magellan. I guess maybe they just didn't want me to be able to block. Maybe that's what it was. But we're up to 8 Dawn now. We're up to 9 Dawn. We're going to swing for 6 into our opponent. They're probably going to give us a 2K or the blocker. Maybe they'll take it. They give us a 2K, slamming down Eustace Kid. There goes another life card, and that was a big one there. The 9-cost Shanks, that is a card they definitely would have wanted to use this turn. Now they're going to play out Zhao. And they are going to go up to 6 Dawn with that. They go down to 5, back up to 6, and let's see what they do here. Zhao is very good because it allows them to stand up their characters where I can't deal with them anymore. Okay, going to swing for 9, probably lock down my Magellan this time. No, they want to go for face, guys. They've determined that they're on a clock here. But here's the thing. I'm going to use Oh Come My Way and redirect the attack into my Magellan. They just went back 2 more Dawn. Now my opponent is on... what, 6 Dawn? They're on 6 Dawn on turn 5. It's their turn 5. They're on 6 Dawn. Seems awful, right? On turn 6, they'll be on 8 Dawn. My turn, and now it's time to just start slamming characters on the board. How are they going to deal with this? I have no idea. I don't even want to know how to deal with something like this. We're going to swing in for 7. We have 8 Dawn left for the turn. Let's see what we do. We might go ahead and slam down a Charlotte Lin here. Okay, swing for 9 first. Let's see what they do with it. They're going to give me a blocker. Yep, I do like the Lin. Magellan's pretty diabolical here as well, though, guys. If I slam down the Magellan, they go down to 5 Dawn. 5 Dawn, guys. That's ridiculous. And it looks like that might be my play. I don't remember what I do here, guys. This was a while. Yeah, I did this game like right on the release day. Okay, or right when OP10 was available on the sim. Here we go. Play out Charlotte Lin. That is a 7 cost 8K. Burned another life card. I don't think they've taken a single life. I think that we've burned all of their life at this point. Actually, let me see. 1, 2. No, excuse me. They have taken 2 life, but still, guys, this is just a horrible spot to be in for my opponent. So I do have 2 life. I have a 0 cost 3K in hand. I have a 2K counter. I'm not really scared of losing this game here at all, right? I don't think he has it. Okay, swinging for 10, locking down my blocker. What is that going to do exactly? I think I might just take this. Yeah, we take it. We get an O come my way. We're not going to do the draw 2. It has a trigger, Dawn -2, draw 2 cards. We're not doing that, guys. We actually don't care about that. We'd rather have the redirect to win the game off of. 2 cards is very good, by the way, but I'd rather for sure have the redirect. But am I even going to need it here? I don't think so. Swing for 9. They take it. Okie dokie. Well, swing for, what is this? 17. Okay, they have 7 cards in hand. That would take every one of them to get out of this attack, right? Because, okay, if we're swinging for 17, they have nothing but 2K counters, 7 cards in hand. So they'd go from 5 to 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 18, right? It would take all cards from their hand being 2K counters in a single 1K or another 2K to get out of this attack. It's not happening. There's just I'm calling it right now. There's no way that's happening. Good game to my opponent. Guys, so I didn't even think I was going to use the 7 cost Linlin this game, but it made them trash a life. It kept the pressure on. It was a big body to drop on the board. Felt pretty good there. Felt pretty good. I know this is just carrot, I understand. I do understand. I'm just saying. All right, very good stuff there. Let's check out this game versus Green Blue Zonji. Now, this might be an absolutely insane game if I remember correctly. Yeah, it is. I'm just going to say it. This game is crazy, guys. Spoiler warning. This is a wild one here. All right, so right here, they went first. They're going to play out a Sengoku, swing for 5. Let's see what they do next. They're going to play out a Mihawk, cheating out a Weevil, drawing a card from that effect, and now we are going to go 9 into 6. Because we can burn all of their life cards, right? We don't have to worry about going for face here. We can literally do that, like, how would I say it? We can do that by default by just playing characters because they have on plays that remove life cards. So we have the Nico Robin for next turn. They're going to swing for 5. It looks like they're going to get pretty aggressive here. I think we are going to give them a 2K counter. And watch this, guys. Swing for 5. Yep. Okay, I'm going to take this one. Now they can swing for 6, pull back the Mihawk, and restand the Sengoku. They couldn't do it the other way around because it has to be a character that costs 2 or more. Okay, so we're going to smash into the 2 there. We're going to play out the Nico Robin. It trashes the Gecko Moria. Your turn. They play out another Sengoku. They're going to do a search with that. Let's see what they do with it. They're going to swing in for 5 here. We're going to 1K counter out. Unfortunately, we had to give up our blocker. That blocker is so good for this deck, but we just simply have to do it. And now things are not looking good, right? So we're going to swing 5. We're going to swing 6. They counter out aggressively. We're going to trash the top card of their life. It was a pudding, which was pretty nice for us. We get to cycle a card out with our Eustace Kid. We're going to trash the other Eustace Kid here, I think. Maybe not. We're going to trash the Nico Robin. That was a greedy play, I'll say. But let me say this. If I survive this turn, I pretty much feel like I can win the game no matter what. That's like, in my mind, that's where I'm at right now. So here we go. They're going to swing for 7 to start. They play out a Boa Hancock, getting the free Dawn allocation to the Weevil. Swing for 7. We get a Basil Hawkins. Very nice. Draw 2, trash 1, trashing the Magellan. We don't need that card. And here we go. They're going to swing for 7 with the Zonji. This is a very competent green-blue Zonji player. They know what they are doing. We have to 0 cost 3K. We couldn't keep that card after all. I wanted to keep the Eustace Kid, but we're not going to be able to do that. They're going to swing 7 into 6 here, and it looks like, can we afford losing this card? I don't know if we can, guys. I think we have to save this, but they're choosing to do the leader effect. They pull back the Zonji, and then they're going to swing 8 into 6. And again, guys, I think we have to save this card. We let it go. Okay, I guess not. Okay, well, I guess instead of getting rid of the blocker, now we can play the blocker. That changes the math for sure. Okay, we're going to go 10 into 6 here. Let's see what we do to follow up. See if they take this or not. I mean, this would take 3 cards out of hand, right? It would take a 2K, a 2K, and a 1K. And, okay, they're willing to invest that. They are willing to invest a 2K, 2K, 1K. We're going to swing 10 more into it. Okay, that's gone for sure. Now, we play out the Miss Wednesday. Your turn. We do a cycle with the leader, with the Eustace Kid effect. And, guys, pause right now. Knowing what Zonji can do, knowing how explosive Green Blue Zonji is, it looks like I'm just dead in the water right here, right? Because he's going to have a 7K, 7K, 7K attack, right? Let me see how you can do this. If he puts 5 on this guy, that's going to be 7. Then 1, 3. He would have 2 Dawn left. So he could literally go 7, 7, 7, 9. That's what he can do this turn by returning back the Boa Hancock if he chooses to. So 7, 7, 7, 9. That's the line here. We can take 1 hit, we can block 1 hit, we can redirect 1 hit, but then we have to counter out of one of those 7Ks. Okay, so that's what's going through my mind right now. That's what's going through my brain. That's what's going through his brain. We're going to use the Miss Wednesday effects to ramp a Dawn. But here we go. I think I've already done the math. I have to take this hit. Very nice. I'd rather trash that with the Oh Come My Way. Or excuse me, You're the One Who Should Disappear. I'd rather trash that than the other. Okay, 7. This is exactly how you do this play, in my opinion. This is exactly how you do it. So right here, I think I should give him just a 0-cost 3K with the Captain Kid. Sure. All right, let's see what happens here. Guys, this game is insane. This game is absolutely insane. So they're going to swing in for 8. They're going to pull back the blocker, just like we said. And now I think we're going to have to give them the blocker here. And watch this. We'll give them the blocker, swings in for 8, and now redirect the attack to this guy right here. And now let's see what we get for the turn. We get a Kikanojo. And right here I'm thinking, I'm done. I'm cooked. I'm toast. There's no way for me to win. We'll at least play out the Kikanojo. We do the top cycle. Look what we get, guys. Another Oh Come My Way with Kikanojo on the board. However, this guy, I don't know what he was trying to do. We basically played around this the Cat Viper guy, Nekomamushi. I have to have 7 or more rested cards on the board. 7 or more. Well, guess what? I only have 6. And it's cards, not just Dawn. I have a rested Eustace Kid, a rested Leader, right? And then 4 Dawn. So we have 6, not 7. He can't even attack with that card. But here's the funny part. He would have to play something else out as well, right? Because when he goes to swing in, so watch what happens here. I can redirect the first attack to Kikanojo and gain a life. So here we go. This guy thought that was going to work, but it was not. It was not going to work. We're going to use this effect here. Boom. Gain a life. There's no way around it. The only thing that could have saved him there was like a Hody Jones, but let's see what my last life was. Okay, first of all, we play out the Eustace Kid. We're going to swing 7. We're going to swing 9. GG to my opponent. There's no way out of this one. There is no way out of this one. My last life was a Crocodile, so that was not going to help us at all. So if he had like a Hody Jones, well, no, Hody Jones can't restand. So what it would have had to been, he would have had exactly what he needed. He would have had to have exactly what he needed here, where it's like, okay, well, no, we're just not rested. Like, our Dawn isn't rested where he cannot use the Nekomamushi to attack. He would have had to have like a Rush Usopp or something along those lines. Great game to my opponent. That was a crazy one. Green Blue Zonji is right on the cusp of greatness too, guys. It's right on the brink of greatness. It just needs a few more support cards. Hopefully it might get that in EB02, guys. There's a card we're looking at, right, with Nefeltari Vivi. Wild game, though, guys. That game was wild. Speed 2. Let me go Speed 2X here. We got a game versus Perona now. Everything's using the same list from what I remember. I don't think I moved even a single card around. They're going to start off with an Anupe. They have a Shadows Asgard in their trash, guys. We got a spicy Perona list here, guys. I will be revisiting Perona now that some cards have been fixed on the sim. The 4-cost Gecko Moria has been fixed. The black 4-cost Gecko will actually pull 2-cost or lower Thriller Bark cards from the trash now. And they also have the new cards for OP10 for us to use. Okay, they're going to also... They play out a Doflamingo here, and they're going to draw 2 with You Can Be My Samurai. Very, very powerful tech with a deck like this that goes super wide, super low to the ground. They have plenty of cards. Look at that, another one. They just drew 4 cards, guys. In 2 turns, they basically drew 6 cards, if you include the card they drew for the turn. But that's okay. We have ways to deal with this. They're going to swing for 5. We're going to counter out. But yeah, this list looks very interesting, but I think it's going to need the stage. I'm sure this guy's running it. I can't remember, but the stage would be very important here. Okay, they play out a Rebecca Hina combo with no KO effect. We're fine with that. We're not worried about it. I don't think they could hit anything, maybe. I'm not sure, because I think that that Doflamingo can pop like a 2 or less by trashing itself. I can't remember. Okay, so they do. We swing for 5. They take 1. We swing for 6. They blocked. So they took 1 and blocked 1. And here we go, guys. There we go. Thriller Bark, and there's the new Perona card. That new Perona card, I think, actually came out in OP09. So, yeah, that's just a good card. We need to revisit this leader soon, guys. This should be a lot of fun. I've also been messing around with a mono black Gecko Moria version of a list like this. I think it has potential. Okay, they smash into Magellan. They lose their Dawn. They can have it. Right here, I was very tempted to cheat out the Capone Gang Beige and like go for lethal next turn, but it's like, nah, let's keep it in hand. We don't need all that. We don't need to be fancy here. Okay, so in this situation here, I think it looks like I'm just going to slam down Eustace Kid and trash their life card. Let's swing for 5 first to see what they give me. There's a 1K. We'll swing for 6. Let's see what they give me. This should be a 2K or double 1K. Oh, Shadows Asgard. They sacrificed 2 characters, and they were able to do all those effects there. Sacrificing or KOing your own. It does KO your own characters, I believe. So I think that does activate the Inupe. I think it activated the Inupe. Either way, we're going to get rid of their life card with this 9-cost Eustace Kid. They're down to 1 life. We have 2 life, and we have a lot of counter power in hand, guys. We have so much counter power in hand. We're going to drop the Kikinojo because we don't need that anymore. We have 3 2Ks and 2 0-cost 3Ks with 2 life, and his entire board is scrawny, right? He's got a little tiny, super small, low-to-the-ground board. Okay, he keeps searching. He's filling up his trash. He's fixing his hand. That's the 4-cost Gecko I was talking about, his trash right now. We're going to be messing with that soon. Okay, they're going to swing for 5, run a 2K counter out, swing for 5, 2K counter out. Yep, hog back. He's probably going to grab back like a Gecko Moria or something. Excuse me, he actually got back a Shadows Asgard, as I was showing on the side there. We're going to play out Eustace Kid. Or no, excuse me. We're going to swing for 7. We're going to swing for 9. There's no way to get out of this one. Yeah, so that turn, because he didn't play out a blocker, it was going to be swing 7, swing 9, swing like 14. There's just no way out, right? GG to my opponent. Very interesting list, but I don't know how much I like the Shadows Asgard. It's not that it's a bad card. I think it's just a little too gimmicky. I'd rather fill the deck with something like something that has like cost reduction, where we can just remove threats on the board. But really cool idea for my opponent there. We got one more game. All right, guys, we got one more game versus Red Purple Luffy as Purple Yellow Croc. These games have been pretty quick today because, hey, this is a life burn deck. Guys, we may or may not have a video coming up of Yellow Lin in a very similar style of deck. We'll see what happens going forward. But, you know, that might be on the horizon, not too far away. For a future video, of course, for a future video. Okay, they're going to play out. They're going to swing for 6, play out Zoro. We were going second. We play out a Basil Hawkins on tempo. That Basil Hawkins is actually going to come in very handy this game, guys. It's going to come in very handy. They're going to swing 5. We're going to give them a 1K because we only need 1 Nico Robin this game. Swing for 8. We're going to take it. Nice. We got the 8-cost part of the curve. We'll take it every time. We got the Eustace Kid here. Okay, I don't know if Eustace Kid will come in. I don't remember this game if we have to use that one or not, but that Basil Hawkins comes in very handy this game. So we're going to go 5 to 4. Does he want to give me a 2K counter without... We haven't even used a single Dawn investment. If he 2K counters out, we're going to swing 5 more with Basil Hawkins. He doesn't. We're going to play out the Nico Robin. We trash his top life card. It's a Rad Beam. We'll take it. They're going to play out Newgate. That's not good. That is less than ideal. So now he can swing for 6, it looks like, or excuse me, 7 with this guy. We're going to have to give him a 0-cost 3K. I think it's going to cost the Kikinojo. He's going to swing for 8. We have to take that one. Okay, this is not a great spot to be in. However, we do have options. Okay, we do have options here. We're going to go 5 into 1. Do you want to give me a 2K, 2K, 1K? I seriously doubt it. He lets it go. That was the right decision and a wise decision. However, Crocodile in this list is very, very strong. So we went Dawn -2 to gain a life. We're back up to 3 life. My opponent is down to 1 life. I have 2 Oh Come My Ways in hand, but I have no Dawn, right? How am I going to use them? Well, guys, don't forget what the 8-cost Crocodile does when the opponent attacks. I can Dawn -1 to draw 1 trash 1. Remember what the leader effect does? Whenever I Dawn -1 on my opponent's turn from my own effect, I can get a Dawn right back into play active. Watch this turn, guys. This one was a heartbreaker for my opponent. Remember what I said about Basil Hawkins, right? Yeah, that might come into play on this very turn. He plays out a Eustace Kid. He has 3 Dawn left. Let's see what he chooses to do with it. Okay. He's going to load up for 2, swing for 9. We're going to use the effect, and we're going to trash a card from hand. I don't think we need the Crocodile. And here we go. We're going to push that into there, and there goes your life card. Okay, now you're down to 1 life. We get a draw 2 trash 1 trigger. That Basil Hawkins is so nice in this deck, guys. It's so nice. And now, guess what? He has 1 Dawn active. We're going to start off with an attack for 9. I'm trying to weigh out my options. I do still have access to an O come my way if this attack, if things go south here. Watch this, though. We go in for 9. Gives me his Rad Beam. I'm like, whoa, what do you mean? What do you mean you gave me your Rad Beam? Okay, well, let's see what we can do here. So notice what I did. This is a very calculated play here. This is not as all in as you might think. Because guess what? If this attack gets countered, right? This is an attack that they can counter here. If it gets countered, I can always just go play on Miss Wednesday and then sit on an AI come my way. So that way I would have a blocker, a way to redirect, double 2k counter life, and 2 life. So this is not even an all-in play like it might seem. However, if he takes this, I am probably going to make it as all-in as I can, because I still have a ton of counter power here. So we're going in for 9. Tragic, had nothing left to defend out of it. It was exactly enough. We swung for 3 9s. Guys, this list was decent. Okay, I'm not going to lie. It can use some refining. Let's go ahead and look at the list real quick. Okay, there we go. This was actually very decent. I'm not going to lie. I thought it was actually very good in some situations. And it could use some fine-tuning. Like, for example, I do think there is an idea to bring in the 5-cost Nami. It's just a quality card, guys. When it comes to yellow, this is one of the strongest cards in the game. It just is. It just is one of the strongest cards in the game. So I think really what it will come down to is how much do you like Magellan versus how much do you like Nami. Magellan is an additional target for our O come my way or O come away for those for those activations. Oh, the trigger's Dawn -1 draw 2, by the way. I think I said Dawn -2. It's just Dawn -1. This is just an incredible card in this list. But guys, I have to say, this card with Magellan, it was in, like, I think in every one of my games, or excuse me, I think over the course of all 5 games that we looked at, I think we redirected 1 attack to Magellan, 1 attack to Basil Hawkins, and 1 attack to Kikinojo. They always had some type of relevance. These cards are actually just all good with O Come My Way. And they're 4-cost and 5-cost cards, so you're just playing them out on tempo anyway. And if your opponent KOs them for you, okay, perfect. Thank you. Appreciate it, right? We appreciate it. But yeah, that is... that worked out very nicely. However, back to what we were saying. However, with Nami, this is just a good card in general. It will allow you to deal with your opponent's characters that you might want to deal with, like a Cavendish on the board, or anything in the new OP10 green-yellow law. Most of those characters are 5-cost characters. So if I can match a 5-cost character with a 5-cost response that also develops a body and potentially also cycles me through cards, why wouldn't we want to do that? In fact, what we probably could do is maybe take out these 2 Lin-Lins. I only used it 1 game, and I don't think it was like a necessary usage of 1. In fact, in that game, I think they had a carrot on the board. Instead of playing out a Charlotte Lin-Lin for 7, we could have played out a Nami for 5, popped the carrot that was annoying me and locking down my characters, and then potentially cycle a card. It's a 1k counter. It's another trigger. There's a lot of wiggle room in this deck, guys, to make it even better than what you see on the screen here. For example, I don't think we need 4 Crocs. I don't know if we need to run Charlotte Lin-Lin at all. And I think we can go down to 3 Eustace Kids. So that is 7 spots that can just open up if you're interested. One more thing I will say that it just kind of frustrates me is, with Nico Robin, the leader, purple yellow Nico Robin, the leader. I really wish they had had used foresight on this, and really, I wish they had made this a Straw Hat Crew Baroque Works leader. I understand it's always about, where they are in the storyline. Maybe even make it former Baroque Works. That would have been fine. Make it a former Baroque Works Straw Hat Crew leader, because O Come My Way, I don't know if this is worded correctly in the sim, but what it says right here, and I'm just going to bring it up on the side, guys, because I have that up over here. Let me type in... Give me just a moment, guys, to bring this up, because I just have to know real quick how it is worded, the actual translation. Okay, it is worded, if your leader's types include Baroque Works. Yeah, so you would be able to, if where did she go? If Nico Robin was a former Baroque Works type leader, I'm pretty sure O Come My Way would work in that deck. And it's like, man, why couldn't they just do that? Because then I could just copy paste this list over to Nico Robin, and I think I would just do that. And I know people might say at that point, like, yeah, but then why would you even run Purple Yellow Crocodile? Hey, yeah, good question, but that's not our problem, right? That's Bandai's problem to figure out, not ours. So it's like, you know, with that in mind, that would have just been so clean, and it would have made sense. I mean, this is a former Baroque Works character, right? Am I wrong about that, guys? Maybe I'm off. I know I'm not off, in fact. I just know I'm not, because if I just go to Nico Robin, the 5-cost character, where is she? Yeah, there you go. So I know people make fun of me because I don't know much about the anime and the manga, but I love when you guys tell me, when you guys educate me down in the comment section below. But I just wish they would have done that for the sake of the game, and it's still, I think it still could have made sense with her being former Baroque Works, talking about the leader. So whatever. All right, I'll stop on that, guys. I'm sorry. I know that's just me being crazy and being, you know, I'm just old and grouchy, I guess, at this point. But no, seriously, guys. That's pretty much it, though. I will say this. I think this list is very clean, and there has to be something said, guys. This little 4, 6, 8 curve, we talked about it before. How nice would it be to finish off this curve with a good old-fashioned 10-cost Lin. I've been hyping this up for a while now. I don't even know where the card is. Let me just type in Lin. Oh, there it is. This is like the perfect ending to this curve, and I will be messing around with that. I will be messing around with that in the future. I do think that Katakuri can also make it work, but I feel like if we're going to be running tons of triggers like Basil Hawkins, Nico Robin, we're going to be running Beige anyway. Probably You're the One Who Should Disappear on a deck like that. Why wouldn't we make it the 5-life, you know, ST07 Lin, I think it is. I think it's ST07 Lin. Let me check real quick. Whoops. I don't know what I just hit. It is this Lin right. I say right here, but I don't see the leaders. I guess I got to scroll down to yellow. Sometimes the leaders are all, you know, together, but I guess this one's not. Yeah, so ST07 Lin. I'm probably going to mess around with this idea in the near future, showing off the general curve of what this deck does, you know, with the Basil Hawkins into Nico Robin, into Eustace Captain Kidd, and then we will finish off the curve with Big Mom herself. And I just think that has a lot of potential. Again, we'll see what happens. We're not there yet, but I think there could be something there. Especially if we can start setting cards into our life, things like Soul Pocus, things like I said already, You're the One Who Should Disappear as our last life, Nico, Robin, or Beige or something, whatever. You know, whatever the case might be, we'll have to figure something out. Okay? All right, I'm done yapping, guys. This was a fun one. This one was a little bit shorter video than normal. And don't worry, we will be going over Caesar Clown. We will be going over Red Green Smoker. And we will be going over Sugar, Red Purple Sugar from OP10. They're all going to have their own videos. But I had to take a quick, you know, we had to deviate off the course a little bit because I just really wanted to share this really cool deck idea with you guys. And for all the Purple Yellow Lakers Croc fans out there, guys, this list, it was a lot of fun. I'm not saying it's super competitive yet, but hey, help me get it there. I need help from the community. You guys help me take this deck to the next level. And please tell me what you think about it down in the comment section below. Okay? All right, we're done. Big shout out to everybody who supports the channel, guys. Let me bring up the playmat page here. Guys, whether you're liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting, viewing, whatever you're doing, being a part of the community, hopping on the Discord, contributing data and stats on Red Yellow Sabo, whatever it might be, guys, hopping on the stream, whatever you're doing, I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Big shout out to the VV Pirates playmat supporters over here. Hope you guys are enjoying your playmat. We finally updated the members page, guys. We did it. It only took me about a week or two, but we got there. Big shout out to everybody on here. Now, real quick, if your name is on here and you don't want it to be, because some people were given free gifted subs just randomly, if you don't want your name on this list, please tell me and I'll remove it. That's not a big deal, because I think some people were just given gifted subs and I just did a copy paste of all the names on here, right? So again, just be, you know, don't be afraid to tell me. You can DM me something like that on, you can even say it in the, actually, no, you'd have to DM me on Discord. Don't say it in the comment section, because then some random trolls could say something, you know what I mean? But yeah, anyway. Unless I can see your name with your YouTube, then it would make sense. Yeah, if your name matches with the name on here on YouTube, then I'll take you off for sure. Okay. All right, I'm done with that. Big shout out, thank you to all the VV Pirates YouTube members, and then last but not least, all the patrons. Big shout out to everybody on here. Thank you guys so much. Literally just donating to the channel to help me out, keep the dream alive, keep the channel going, and all that good stuff. All right, we're done. Till next time, guys. Please do not forget about the stream tonight. We're going to be, or just in general, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, 9 p.m. Eastern to 12 a.m. Today we'll see what we mess around with today. I don't even know what we're messing around with today, but we'll figure it out as we go. All right, that's it. I'm done. Till next time, guys. Peace.